So let's talk about spiritual warfare. What is spiritual warfare, and how do we find it in our relative worlds, and how do we see it in this everyday life? This is a good time and opportunity for us to unpack what the fuck is spiritual warfare. Seems to be some kind of conversation of a battle within the unseen, right? And when we look at narcissism, capitalism, patriarchy, racism, white nationalism, these are the relative spaces, the real world spaces where this spiritual warfare is found. Because it's all gathered at the ego, the mind, which translates the spirit into the physical. Are you with me? So spiritual warfare is found and centered around the themes of racism, capitalism, patriarchy, white nationalism, and narcissistic abuse. Continuing to dive and zoom in on this. Spiritual warfare, because the spirit is grappling around themes, principles that are needed to freely evolve, ascend, if you will. And when we have spiritual warfare, these themes are controlled or suppressed and oppressed. And you can see, now the spirit is in battle. So, will you join me in releasing ourselves, our communities, our worlds, our minds, and our fucking conversations out of spiritual warfare, empowering the soul to see what is spiritual warfare and where is the battleground, where is the field, the playing field. It's in your mind, and it's in the context of definitions. How can you free yourself from narcissistic abuse when it comes to the ego and the angelic soul, the spirit that wants to be to become? I know I don't like talking about in parables and poetry. I'm definitely now in a space of getting to the motherfucking getting. And I don't care what race, I don't care what gender, I don't care what socioeconomic status. We've got to come to a middle point, and you have to find it in your own life around these specific themes. Because at this time, politics is banking on weak spirits for you to subscribe yourself to that victim mindset that is necessary in a narcissistic partnership. It requires a narcissist requires a victim. Somebody who doesn't believe, someone who doesn't see a solution and feels as if narcissistic abuse is a conversation, when it's not. Narcissistic abuse is not a conversation. It's a vampirical, parasitic distortion of reality. We do not have to be abused to be empowered. You don't have to take something from me for me to have something. We don't have to go through these processes of reclamation. This entire reality is built around falling and getting up. What if we don't have to fall? Stumbling and recovering. What if we can learn to walk freely? Somehow, the mind, this reality, and everybody has been wrangled into this conversation of narcissistic abuse. Spiritual warfare, where you think the soul needs to be trapped in these conversations of disempowerment. This is all forming from some sort of childlike, infantile wound. You gotta be in a childlike state to sign up and subscribe to a 9-to-5 job, have somebody tell you how you wanna wake up every day, how you wanna organize your energies and mindset, and then pay you, qualify what your time is worth, and then tell you what you can and can't do in these areas. This is a childlike state. This is asking mommy and daddy. It is true. And it's the only way that society can operate in capitalism and patriarchy, which is stunting the child's mind, which can only be done by the family. So you can see how it rains down to find itself in your thinking. Okay? This capitalistic part of me, this narcissistic abuse is systemic. And it is, you take a doggy bag home, you feed it to your children, the children feed it to each other. Narcissism begets racism in the home because they just want to feel good. Oh, at least we're better than those blacks. That is the promise that all immigrants are given. Listen, I am a black man, indigenous American. But there's a lot of shit that I don't have time for in conversation. I'm too smart, too intelligent to be baited into these sillinesses. Plenty of people will figure it out in their own time. In the meantime, the main focus is narcissism. That's what breeds racism. Narcissism is what is keeping this political theater spinning out of control. People participating in dangerous conversations that you know good and well it's dangerous. You know it's abusive, it's not healthy, there's no outlet, there's no flexibility. But it's all a conversation of, oh gosh, is this right? Is this wrong? Is this allowed? You know what's up. And the next war is going to be a war of reality. What is real and what is fake? Time to find reality within your body, within your feelings. So yeah. This is what this page will be about, this channel. Tackling narcissistic abuse through my many means of conversation, whether that's through art, whether that's through tarot, whether that's through channeling in whatever. But I'm definitely, I'm on that, and I need that. Yeah, I do. I'm done. It's a next level attack, next level approach. So what y'all want to talk about? What would you like this channel to be about? I'm going to continue to tell stories of how this has impacted me in my personal life. Share stories about my mother, share stories about my dating life, share stories about my professional world. But at this time, I just have to introduce who I am. Yes, I work in the tarot. Yes, I work in astrology. Yes, I'm spiritual and tapped in as fuck. I am boots on the ground though. I'm not head in the clouds. Woohoo, woohoo. And I fucking don't like when people call spirituality woohoo because they're fucking idiots. But nonetheless, love y'all. What do you think about this conversation? Spiritual warfare. Here we go. Let's get it. People want to know how to engage. I just gave you the keys. People want to know how to win. I just gave us the roadmap and the strategy. Yeah, I'm the general. You heard me, right? All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to making more. I'm getting used to this, okay? I don't know, and I'm just uncomfortable because I'm out of my comfort zone, duh. But I hope that you can enjoy my content and be empowered at the same time. Word, bye.